This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. You're tuned in to the TCSF podcast with Big Z featuring Stevie B from the Water Weekend. We got Ivan from the Tape Never Lies, and we got JC from JC Dynasty Fantasy Football. And we're coming straight from the 606 Media Studios, powered by True Chicago Sports Fans. This is episode 261, and we're fired up to talk about what makes Chicago great, which is our Chicago sports teams. Remember that 606 is your ultimate source for all things Chicago. Don't forget to swing by 606media.com to snag your official TCSF podcast t-shirts or check out our exclusive For the Love of Sports merchandise line. Show off your Chicago pride. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or X,
smash and subscribe.
Yeah, we're even on Twitch, so do that too. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast app, leave us a 5-star review. It means the world to us. Leave some nice comments and there's nice words in there. So do that for us. If you're looking for more ways to get involved, support the show with a monthly subscription at anchor.fm/True Chicago Sports Fans. And as little as 99 cents can help us. Keeps the conversation going. Come on, people, help us out. While you're here at 606media.com, be sure to subscribe to the rest of 606 Media family and pods here with Big Z. We dive deep into fascinating life stories, engaging discussions, and insightful interviews, and plenty of humor. You also have No Water on the Weekend with CB and Sean B.
Yeah.
Sean B.
Yeah.
What did you guys talk about this week?
No episode today or this weekend because I was out working. So after I was waiting, I was echoing. Yeah, we're gonna have an episode. It's gonna be 4 of us, hopefully, for the Fantastic Four review. With 2 of the comic book reviewers coming up this weekend, possibly Saturday or Friday night. I'm gonna get that going, so be sure to stick around for that. It actually is a Fantastic Four. There's 3 guys and 1 girl. So so it would be great. So the Fantastic Crew is what I'm going to call the episode if that happens. But I did release some audio, an episode. So there's still something out because we have back channels from Go and we just write throwback on it. So there's still audio out there. If you haven't, go on YouTube. No on the weekend, you find live episodes or shows, stuff like that. So
there you go. Check in No Water on the Weekend for your latest Chicago happenings. But without further today, let's talk about our Chicago Bears who finished up their second game against the Bills. They crushed the Bills, so they definitely do that. So let me play that little sounder 3 and out. Here we go. Boom, baby, boom. The Chicago Bears took care of the Bills of Buffalo. No sauce. Dry humped them all over and down the field. Definitely a bludgeoning of a game. The offense looked crisp. The defense looks vicious. Waldron, why would I say Waldron? Waldron was on my mind. They were talking about it earlier. Ben Johnson looked pissed off the entire game, like he didn't want anybody to score on us. It was definitely an all-around game for us. Lots of highlights to take care of, but we'll let Ivan and JC take the lead on this one right now. Ivan, what did you see during this game?
Well, I was just happy to see Caleb under control, right? Regardless of the result. Not regardless of results, I'm happy with the results, but it is preseason, so you kind of have to take a step back with everything.
Right.
You know, the defense and they weren't playing a majority of their starters. You know, you had DeMar Hamlin out there, but there was a lot of guys that were fighting for jobs, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But with that being said, right, that caveat put out there, I'm just excited about how they worked in rhythm and they were working within the structure of the offense, of the play design, how the pocket was, for the most part, solid. It was solid throughout the game, even for Tyson Bagent. I liked how some of the running backs were picking up some of the blocks and some of the blitzes when they were getting through. Overall, it was a good performance, but it is preseason, right? But what would you rather have? Them perform very well or them perform shitty? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would just say be excited that it looked good, but also be aware that it's going to be live once Minnesota comes. We got one more week of this. Let's see if they play again. I would like to see them, the starters, go maybe into the second quarter, maybe. You know what I mean? Like at this point, but if they are going to perform like that, it's going to be exciting, right? If that's a preface to the offensive story this season, I think we can be excited a little bit. But preseason, let's see it do it. Let's see him do it again. I wanted to see him last week do it. You know what I'm saying? That it would have got this narrative about the offense and Caleb not being ready. It would have taken that out of the picture. Now this looks like, hey, they're not behind. Caleb, yeah, you got to clean up some things here or there, but they also didn't have everybody out there. You know what I mean? Like they had majority of them out there, but they didn't have everybody out there. It's just take it one step at a time. Allow it to progress. Caleb Williams looked good. That's what we need. Look for that. The progression with Caleb comes with the progression of the offense. So if Caleb, as Caleb goes, the offense goes. And Caleb looked very sharp.
JC. I don't think JC can.
Eartha
Well,
Jason.
I actually had a little bit more insight because I went to the. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I'm breaking up or you guys.
Yeah, you kind of like on a little delay.
Do you guys got me?
The delay. You can't. Yeah,
All right.
you're on the.
So
delay.
I attended the Bills.
Yeah, your camera.
Okay. Let me switch Wi-Fi's. I'll be right back in 1 minute.
No problem, JC. Looking at it again, it was 38-0. We had Caleb Williams who went 6 for 10 for 107 yards and a touchdown in his 2 drives.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch Wi-Fi's. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. Definitely looked really good. There was a couple drop passes, but that opening drive where he threw to Loveland, first off, right off the play action, looked beautiful. And then the next play, right over the middle to Cole Kmet, right over the linebacker who didn't continue to run with him because he was passing it off to the safety. And right over the middle, right in his hands, boom, in stride, let's go. Then after that, he throws to DJ Moore for a short yard gain. And then the running game. The running game was exactly what we've been looking for. Even with who's the guy that was hurt? Starts with an M. The running back. I think he got hurt on Friday. Friday he had like a contusion or something. But definitely the rushing.
Hankins,
and there was 2 running backs that got hurt. But you also had Ian Wheeler with 19 carries for 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. Definitely a bright spot for a guy who blew out his knee the year before. You saw that on Hard Knocks, and for him to get that redemption game out of the way, and he's feeling good. You can definitely be part of the tandem that's going on there. You have Britton Brown for 16 carries, 73 yards. Again, this was in the second half. Deanne Hankins did play. We were talking about what was his name? I think I drafted him too. But yeah, he was out. But definitely, it looked really good. Even Tyson Bagent, 13 for 22, 196 with a touchdown. There was one play where he was about to get sacked and still almost made it to his receiver. The pocket looked good for the most part. Again, not our center wasn't starting, but most of the starters did play those first 2 series. It looked good. There was one play where Caleb would have to be rushed out of the pocket, and instead of running around like a 2-year-old with a piece of cheese all over the living room, he was able to rush out of the pocket and moves laterally and then make a play. So again, this is exactly the progression that we've been looking for him to be on target, not run around back there and lose yards. He even spiked the ball. He's like, you know what, the play's blown up, boom, threw it away. Kind of looks like.
And there's a couple plays in there, that you're like, oh, when you look at the stats, he's like, oh, 6 for 10. 6 for 10 is not bad, right? Like you would expect, if somebody was the way that the narrative is with Caleb, Like he has to go like 10 for 10, right?
No.
For 200. No, I know. But for the outsiders, right?
Yes.
That's what he has to do in order for nobody to. He has to be perfect. Caleb has to be perfect. For us, we saw the game. Caleb on some of those misses, the one where he rolled out or he escaped pressure, threw it low. I think it might have been to Zacchaeus, maybe, but he threw it only where it was either Zacchaeus or nobody. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a reckless throw. And then you have the screen pass where he looks at it, he's like, nope. Like that is a change. That is progression. That is being able to be underneath a guy, to be able to learn from a guy like Ben Johnson, who's done it with a guy like Jared Goff. I'm just screwing everything up here. He in Detroit, he's able to correct and pretty much resurrect his career. So, for me, that was the biggest thing. Seeing Caleb on time, crisp, and then even Tyson Bagent, like you said, Tyson isn't a bad quarterback, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tyson's not a bad quarterback, and he might be working his ass up to earning himself a contract somewhere. If it's not here, somewhere else, because he looks good. Like he looks like he could be a starter somewhere if he continues to develop like this. And for both of these quarterbacks, having Ben Johnson here, you could see it now. You could see it. Was I critical about him not playing last week? Absolutely. Am I going to be critical about some of the decisions? Fuck yes, I am. There's no reason to kowtow to Ben Johnson right this second. Even though he is doing amazing, right? Just let him work before we start giving all this extra praise for everything. Let everything play out, and then let's give this praise. And I know he had a comment here from Jeremy Hodge. He was, I'm new here. What do you guys think about Luther so far?
Well, that was my next topic. That was my next topic, Jeremy. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
I'll say Luther looks like he wants to fucking be a baller. Luther looks like whatever Ben said to him in that one training camp practice, I guess it stuck. I guess it took with Luther Burden, because those blocks, and then some, the pass catching and some of the moves he has out there. This guy you could see the talent, the immense talent that he has. And if he's going to go ahead and lay the wood like that on some of these blocks and be an example, that is something that you can't deny. He's going to earn his way into the lineup consistently. And that's what
the slot.
Right, and that's what Ben was saying.
Yeah.
And that's why Ben said, no block, no rock for these wideouts. No block, no rock for these wideouts. If you're not going to go ahead and do something for the team, like putting it on the line and goal line and giving the running back some room, what do we need you here for?
No,
Luther looked fantastic, man.
He put that hit on Hamlin for I think it was for Wheeler to get into the end zone. He put a hit on him. He literally erased him from the play. And again, he had two great blocks that I noticed. And he was 3 for 49 for 16.3. Definitely a guy that is a big target. He likes playing up the middle, which is something we need to open up the offense. It'll help out DJ Moore not get double teamed. Again, on the bad side, I want to say about who was the other receiver on the other side. We're talking about, Jesus, I'm so bad with names. So after a long day of work,
you're talking about the Bears.
Yeah, where Rome Odunze had a catch in his hand in the first drive, I believe, or second drive, and definitely hit his hands. He was going out of bounds. Like he should have caught that. Like if it hits your hands, Caleb's on target. You should not be dropping these balls on year 2 when you got this kid who's hungry, Luther Burden the third, who's hungry to get the ball. And if you're not catching the ball, I can guarantee you that Ben Johnson's going to pull you to the side and say, hey, this kid's out playing you. Cole Kmet is catching the ball. Colston Loveland is catching the ball. If you can't catch the ball, I have no reason to put you out there. JC?
Well, I think and hopefully my internet is here now. But I will say this. I know everyone is excited about Luther Burden, but he is fourth on the depth chart. All right. I attended 2 Bears practices, and I'm telling you right now, OZ is the wide receiver 3. All right.
Zacharias,
That guy in practice, time and time again, especially because I went to the practice of the Buffalo Bills versus the Bears. OZ was tearing them apart. He was open constantly, and he was Caleb's check down. Like, think of him like, I really think OZ this year could be like the um um all the guys that have played Patriots, um in the way of like the smaller white guys that
Oh,
just are
Edelman?
shifty underneath. Edelman,
Yeah.
but not just Edelman. I want to say Decker, and I know that's not right. And I keep thinking of Decker, but he played with Peyton Manning for a few years. And then he went to the Patriots for a few years. Wes Welker is the guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Think of OZ playing that type of role in Ben Johnson's offense out of the slot, where he is the go-to guy for the underneath routes, but he is getting separation of like a full body length between him and other guys. And the separation, you saw it in the game on Sunday, and then like I said, I saw it in practice on Friday. It was almost the exact same play. In practice against the Bills, it was more of a crossing route, where on Friday was more of a vertical post route. But again, OZ stand out. I went to 2 different Bears training camp practices, and OZ just stands out in those under crossing routes of just the separation is ridiculous that he's getting.
I
Um,
don't think we're denying Zacchaeus. I'm just saying he
No,
was
no,
just
no,
asking
but
about Burden. Like,
yeah, no,
Zacchaeus
but
is
but
going to be
I just
3, but like I said, Burden, if he continues this, he'll earn as a rookie some more reps.
but what I'm saying is where Big Z was saying, like, Luther Burden's gonna be playing out of the slot. I think, and I hate to say this, but I think Burden's coming for DJ Moore's job, because of the 2 practices that I attended at Hallis Hall. DJ Moore has not looked very good. The separation isn't there. He hasn't been getting wide open.
He looked good in the game.
But I'm just telling you what I saw in practice. And again, we're talking about practice. All right. We have this discussion. We're talking about practice. It's one of those where, Rome and OZ were the focal points, and DJ Moore really wasn't getting much at all.
So do you think that DJ Moore is going to be more of a possession receiver rather than being a main target? Because
we'll see what it's going to be, because again, maybe they're playing it vanilla in these open practices and practices against the Bills. Maybe they're playing it very vanilla. Okay, but again, from my eye, from what I saw at practice, the 2 guys that stuck out to me were Rome and OZ. And like I said, DJ Moore, it was constantly like, I'm looking for him, and it's like, he's not getting the ball. He's not getting the looks. It's one of those where it's like, this guy's supposed to be wide receiver 1. We're paying him wide receiver 1, but he's not wide receiver 1 on the field. And again, maybe it's the play calling that they're calling. Maybe it's, Ben being Ben, not trying to put too much out there on tape, on film against the Bills, even though, I don't believe we play the Bills this year, which is why we face them in the preseason. But again, it's one of those, when I like to do things by the eye test, right? And like I said, OZ and Rome are passing my eye test. Burden has looked very good. He was flashing as well, but it was like 1-2 plays, where like OZ, it was like every other play. So again, that's what I saw at camp. And again, I really think OZ could have a fantastic year as a wide receiver 3. And by saying that, I'm keeping my expectations, maybe 50, 60 catches. But again, like you saw in the game on Sunday, it could be a game-changing play that he gets open and breaks it for 30 yards.
I mean, we can see them going for wide receivers on some of these plays. If the offensive line can hold, you will see the offense completely go vertical. It's gonna stretch the defense. They're going to do that. Like DJ Moore, Romadunze, Luther Burden is third on the depth chart right now. I'm looking at ESPN. OZ is right behind DJ Moore. And then we got a bunch of Tyler Scott has completely fallen off. What do you think about Tyler Scott? I think it's his second or third year. Is just not making it.
I don't know. There's the guys like Alexander and there's another guy out there and more. Yeah, they're looking.
Yeah.
He needs to have a spectacular game next year. Like I don't know. He's a guy that's on the bubble for me, and if he goes, I mean, so be it. Hopefully he catches on. Good luck to you. But I'm not going to be, waiting or hurt that we missed on Tyler Scott. That's on Ryan Poles. Right, Tyler Scott. He needs to be. He either needs to be a part of this offense and make it better, or if they don't see him a part of that, move on. There's no need to hold on to guys that are, so.
Yeah, I mean, if I had from what I witnessed at Bill's training camp, if I had to choose between Tyler Scott and Alexander, I'm keeping Tyler Scott. Just from what I saw at practice, again, I'm not there every day, so obviously I don't see what's going on every day. But again, the two practices that I observed, Tyler Scott did outperform Maurice Alexander. Again, with my eye test, Scott outperformed Alexander.
I mean, switching over to the defense, we had a couple good plays by a guy we've been clamming for, Austin Booker, to get that playing time last week. He didn't get to play, and then he comes out. I believe he had 2 tackles and a forced fumble. This guy's can be a monster for the Bears. With everybody, you got Sweat, you got Jarrett, you got Dexter, you got Obendingo, Edmonds, Edwards, Hippolyte, Johnson, Brisker, Byard, Stevenson, and Gordon. Like, if we get at full strength and can stay, with the luck of the Irish, be healthy throughout the season, and then you have Austin Booker, switching in there to help out, this defense is going to be scary. What is your thoughts? Steven, did you get to watch the game?
A little bit. I got to catch.
I know you were working.
Yeah, I got to catch the end of it. But I thought, I saw Tyson Bagent, and which was great. But other than that, the defense looked great. Pretty much whatever these guys are saying, I agree with. I'm not arguing with them on that. But no, I did get to catch the end of the game. I was really happy with the score. I know it's preseason; it doesn't matter, but it's great to see it. And then everyone was pretty happy this morning with how Caleb's, his 2 items were. So when the city's happy that the Bears are doing well, everyone's happy.
It does make it for a good football season when the Bears are rolling. But Austin Booker with the peanut punch, definitely something we love to see, especially, Peanut being one of our own. Are we seeing a player step up, a player looking to get his shine? We got Sweat and Obendingo at defensive end. Is Austin Booker going to crack that starting lineup this season or no?
Personally, I don't think he's going to break this starting lineup. I think he'll be a rotational piece for sure. Can definitely be one of those fast, pass bull rushers that you bring in for specifically the pass rush downs. I mean, we'll see, because that's the thing. Like, Austin Booker last year did fantastic in the preseason against the 2s and 3s,
right?
And then you never saw him again the rest of the regular season. So again, hopefully there is a jump in and progression in his play. And like I said, I hope that he can push Deo for that starting edge spot. But we'll see what happens there. I again, we need rotational pieces, and to have a guy like him that can have a speed rush, and knows what he needs to do to rotate in when guys are tired and exhausted. I think that's a huge piece for the Bears.
Ivan,
Yeah, like I said, it is preseason, but you're just looking for the positives, right? You're looking for the positives with the offensive line, with the defensive line. I not as high on Robinson or Booker as everybody else is. Like, they just got to show me, right now, preseason wise. JC said it perfectly. Booker did the same thing last year. Where the fuck did he go? So for me, everything is with a grain of salt right now. But it's okay to be, happy with what happened, right? Like, now, if they go out next week and the offense struggles, we'll be talking about that, right? We'll be obviously talking about that. But
definitely.
the performance on the field, this past game was spot on, and you just like to see it. It doesn't have to be, we're going to the Super Bowl, we're fucking, gonna suck every fucking game. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that right now. And I feel like that's where some Bears fans are. They're stuck in that. We got to win the Super Bowl. We fucking suck again. Like, it's like, all right, slow the fuck down. Let's just all slow the fuck down.
Let's win 10 games. Let's win 10 games.
Watch how it plays out.
He's out, yeah.
I would say take it month by month. Month by month, 4 game set, right? 4 game set by 4 game set. Judge them like that. By the middle of the season, even before, by that end of the first month, you should know who this team is and how they're going to be operating. Right now, it might change, barring injury, hopefully not. But this is how I would approach it. Is just with an open mind. You could criticize what you want to criticize, but don't go extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go extreme. Let it play out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those seasons where Bears fans definitely are going to be teetering back and forth, like I've been saying, with the extremism of, oh yeah, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm like, guys,
we're not Dallas Cowboy fans here, so
yeah, we don't punch TVs when they lose
or shoot them.
Or shoot them. Yeah. I saw that one. I remember that one. Yeah.
I will say this, though. The Bears had a total of 526 yards of offense.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty impressive. I know it's preseason, but if you go into week 1 or week 2 and have that kind of similarity of yards on offense, I think we're, pretty good shape for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, and again, I don't know how many of the defensive starters started for the Bills on Sunday, but at practice, the Buffalo Bills defense in 11 on 11s was giving Caleb some fits, and meanwhile, on the opposite field, the Bears defense was giving Josh Allen some fits. Because we can go back and talk about Friday's practice. I mean, I'm sure everybody heard, but there were 3 interceptions and a forced fumble by the Bears defense in 11 on 11s. And then meanwhile, on the Bears side, 0 turnovers by Caleb, but the Buffalo Bills did keep him stagnant. And then once we got into red zone territory, because they did, basically from the 50-yard line, 11 on 11s. Then they brought it into the 20, and then they did red zones, 11 on 11. 11 on 11 in the red zone. Josh Allen, even though he had thrown 3 interceptions and there was a forced fumble earlier in the practice, once they got into the red zone drills, Josh Allen was basically touchdown after touchdown against the Bears defense. And then on the verse side, Caleb was struggling. We did score 2 touchdowns in the red zone, whatever. However, it was deemed that the Bills did have a, better performance against the Bears offense on that Friday practice. But then you turn around and then, like I said, you go to the game and the Bears look fantastic. So, once again, it comes down to, is Ben being vanilla in these practices and not showing his hand?
I believe so.
So
he has to. He has to be.
And again, this is why we say, like preseason's preseason. They're the Detroit Lions one time won 4 out of 4, preseason games, and then went 0-16 in the regular season. So you got to take this stuff with a grain of salt. But when you see guys flashing, when you see guys having a good year, Ian Wheeler, I think the guy makes the team this year. Bears backup running back.
Definitely does, yes.
I think he makes the team this year. It's just certain guys. Like I said, you go to the practices and you're watching and you see certain guys and you're like, I think that guy deserves to be on the team. Another guy, Durham Smythe, the couple practices that I went to, the guy was dropping balls left and right, wasn't looking very good. So, does he get cut? Do we keep 3 tight ends? I don't know.
Well, they cut Jordan Murray today. I'm sorry, 2 days ago, and then they waived DB Amir Speed this morning. So they're starting to make some cuts, and again, they're going to probably wait a little longer.
Yep.
Whatever I don't know what the deadline is. Is it not from this point forward? Like every week they have to trim down to the 53, right?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, like Alexander and Boykin, the wide receiver backups that we have, those guys were brought in more as like kick and punt return guys. So again, then you also have to factor that in. Who's going to play special teams? Who's not? Does Tyler Scott take punt and kick returns? We'll see. So that all plays in.
I wasn't happy with like the opening kickoff where he kind of let it bounce. It went to the end zone, then he ran it out, and he ended up on the 10-yard line. That kind of mental farts cannot be happening to put us in bad position to start off the game. If it's over your head and you're standing at the goal line, I know it's like different rules this year for the kickoff. I'm not a fan of it, but definitely if you've got to be able to play within the rules. And they're going to, it's kind of like when they're punting and they're trying to like lock you into the 1 yard line. Now they're trying to do that with the kickoff where they're kicking it to the 2 or 3 or right at you, and it's like, all right, what are you going to do with it? You have Devin Duvernay. How do you say his name? Duvernay, yeah, and then Josh Blackwell, who's on defense. So those are your special team returners there. But again, I think this was a all around good game. I know this is the only sport where we care about preseason. No one cares about the Bulls preseason, or the White Sox, or the Cubs preseason, because it doesn't.
I care. I care. Spring training, yeah, I care.
You care about what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the time. But going back, there's a comment from Cam Sean. Big Z 100% punches TVs when his team loses. 100%, I can see that happening.
No, they cost too much.
You make enough money, you could buy a new one, or find it in the alley.
Facebook Marketplace.
There you go.
Yeah, I have an abundance of TVs right now. I'm still not going to punch one. Yeah, definitely. So
Israel. We saw Tyson Bagent perform. We all loved it. I think he was
everybody loves the backup quarterback.
I know everyone was great last night. I think it was overall fantastic. But yeah, that's all. I just want to talk about the comment. I want to get everyone involved. So.
All right, I got to put it out there because look, I do like Tyson Bagent. I think he makes good, sound decisions. But again, observing stuff, his arm is not as strong as Caleb's.
No,
you tell that to his father. You tell that to his father.
I will tell it to his father. I will arm wrestle that man and lose horribly, but I'll still say it to his father.
Your wrist would break.
He'd rip your fucking arm out the socket. Like,
yeah, your forearm would be ripped off.
Listen, no,
it's more than lose.
He wouldn't be able to because we would start in like the arm wrestling position, right? And then before we could even start, I would just put my arm on the mat and just be like, I already submit. Like,
I want to see a snap.
He would let you start 1 millimeter before that net.
I don't think he'll allow your arm to move, your hand to move. Like once you grip, that's it. Like your hand becomes his hand. Your arm is now his arm.
You guys are together.
I'm gonna be like pulling out like more than like any girl I've ever dated, right? So
whoa, this is a family friendly show.
No, it's not. What the fuck?
No, whoa, when I got you on here, it's not.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Did he just go there? We'll find out next week if he's here.
Yeah, this is TCSF After Dark.
After Dark.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, it's just one of, like I said, when you watch him throw to like the far sideline, you know, when you watch Caleb and then you watch Bajan do it, like the velocity there's a difference. I mean, let's just be honest. So
There's a huge difference. But again, he's a capable backup.
Yes, absolutely. Again, can he be serviceable? Can he win you 2 to 4 games if Caleb's injured? Absolutely. You know, it's one of those, and you need those type of players that can come in and be, you know, the Joe Flaccos who are just the steady Eddies on your team that can be the number 2. All right, your
steady Eddies are always number 2.
Who's the mullet-haired Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback that was down there for years and then was I am blanking on the name right now.
Oh, isn't he on Channel 2 now on CBS? He's the Fitzpatrick?
Gardner
No. Gardner Minshew.
Oh, the other one, yeah.
So to me, like Bajan is the Gardner Minshew of the Bears. You know, it's just he's one of those
way
guys.
Better than Gardner, though. I would say. I don't know. Maybe he's even.
I feel like Bajan understands inside and out the entire offense. He knows where he should be throwing at all times. Now, does he have the skill set like Caleb? No, he doesn't have the arm. Yeah, I don't think he can be.
Bajan has some wheels. I'll give him the wheels.
He's in wheels. Yeah, he got a couple runs. Yeah.
But you know, like I said, it's just when you're throwing, you know, a 20-yard out to the sideline, it's, you know, there's a difference, and that's all I'll say. And again, like if his dad wants to come rip my arm off for me saying so, you know, so be it. But I'm just calling it how I see it.
JC, I love you, but I wouldn't help you out on that fight. No, I'd be the first one out the bar. That's the first time I'd actually run out the bar.
I would just be. I told you. I told you.
I mean, listen, I feel like you go after. No,
I'll stop filming it and call 911.
Yeah, like everyone else in like, oh, you know, gotta get it first on the phone and then call 911.
Again, I'm calling it as I see it. If you're a grown man and you can't take my criticism as I'm calling it as I see it, I'm sorry.
Wait till we get to
you have feelings.
Yeah, he's gonna say I'm sorry too when he rips your arm off.
I feel like he's
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. JC, I'm sorry. You disrespected my son.
Should the Bears trade for the Commanders running back Brian Robinson?
No.
Well, I will say this: depending on what you have to give up to get him, his salary is only 3.8, and at this point, I do think he's an upgrade over Roshan and the gentleman
Roshan guy. That's who I couldn't say his name earlier. He was hurt.
Yeah, I do think Brian Robinson is an upgrade over Monangai and Roshan Johnson. I still think Swift is going to be the number one. But
Swift will be the number one.
You know, could you have a little bit of the Sonic and whatever they called it in Detroit,
Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles, with Swift being Sonic and Brian Robinson being Knuckles? Yeah, you could. But I wouldn't give up maybe more than a fifth or a sixth.
Yeah,
because they're talking about cutting him. To me, if you're the Commanders, I don't understand how you cut him. I understand he's injury prone, which, hey, rookie year, he got shot in the leg, still made it back and was your top running back.
If he gets cut, I would sign him. But I'm not going to trade for him. Like that's
Again,
like this. Like there's going to be guys that get cut. There's going to be other players that perform that are maybe a little bit younger than Brian Robinson. Maybe they project better in this offense. There's going to be other guys. I wouldn't go as far as to give up draft capital for an older running back that you could probably pick up if you just stronghold them and let them cut him. Like that's pretty much where I'm
at. But the problem is, like, he's also said like he would rather go to Denver and whatever, and so it's one of those to me, like if we had to give up a pick and nobody else is offering anything, I'd be like, I'll throw you a conditional 7th. If the guy runs for more than 600 yards, I'll give you a 7th. Or you know what I mean? Like just make it
something like that. Like that I would do.
Yeah, bottom of the barrel.
That way you're guaranteed to get.
Israel's talking about a 4th over here. I'm like, what?
No,
pretty high, man.
Especially because they're talking about cutting him. I would not give up a 4th, but to throw a 7th or a 6th out there that a lot of times the 6th and 7th round guys don't even make your team. I'd be willing to throw a 6th or a 7th at it and have that knuckles to the Sonic.
Yeah, definitely a good conversation on that.
It's a great movie, by the way, but
I still haven't seen none of those. Maybe next summer.
Disappointing.
As we preview next week, they play on Friday against Kansas City. Definitely a game we should get together for, since JC is actually on vacation. So let's see if we can get all the boys in one location for that game.
And is it the usual spot, I would assume?
I would love that because
it's right by your place. Yeah.
Well, not even that. No, it's because we need to do networking. I even got to see that last week. They will be playing Kansas City.
And that's why I got called at 1:00 in the morning.
It's correct.
Yeah, you loser. And you didn't answer.
Because I was asleep. I was working 12 hours.
You were working. You got a job?
I was working outside in 98 degree weather for 12 hours. Can you not see my face? It's all red. I got tan lines.
Somehow I just see you sitting down in the sun for like 12 hours.
Yeah, totally. I'm sunbathing in 98 degree weather instead of being inside with AC. Totally.
All right, boys.
God, it was such a booty call too, because I got 2 phone calls. One was on Facebook, and another one was on a cell phone. And I knew you were drunk. I knew it.
We were all together calling you.
Yeah, we were all.
Big C didn't call me.
Oh, I didn't need to call you. I was right there next to Ivan.
He was next to me.
I would have known everything was okay if you would have called.
Oh, everything was fine. You were fine. We were all fine.
Okay.
All right.
Except you didn't show up. Anyway.
7:20 Friday, Kansas City at Kansas City. Definitely, if we'll talk off air and schedule that, but definitely love to do that. And then any predictions on what we will be looking at, especially with all the starters at least playing 2 series?
Nope.
I got one.
I don't care if they win. No one cares if they win or lose, right? Because the score doesn't really matter. But I mean, are we looking for more of the same, where we can see the offense spreading the ball and actually moving the offensive line pushing forward rather than opening up holes that messes up our offense? But are we looking for the same kind of result as far as skill wise and progression?
I hope so.
Israel, come through. Yeah, come through, Israel.
I would hope so.
Israel, how about you would just wait till we do the regular season? She can come in.
Yeah, I do look like a tomato. Thanks for noticing. 30, 44 minutes.
I look way redder down here in the corner than you look up there.
I don't know. I feel like I'm on fire like Human Torch. Anyway, I can predict that Taylor Swift won't be there. So that's my prediction.
Who cares?
Oh,
and the hater's gonna hate.
I mean, I'll say this. Definitely, if the starters do play another 2 series, I would like to see the ball moving, at a steady rate. I will say this, again, going back to what I saw at the Bills-Bears practice, the O-line was not making very big holes for Swift. He was getting hit basically at the line of scrimmage. And again, the Bills have a very good defensive line, so I give that to them. But it's one of those where we invested a lot of money into this offensive line, and there's rumors that Ben is not happy with Darnell Wright, which is why Trapillo has moved over to the right tackle position. Then you have a guy in is it Benedette, or I forget how you say his name, but it's B something. But he's been practicing at left tackle with Braxton Jones and Trapillo as well, and he's been running with the ones during some of these practices. So it's like we are a week away from basically this last preseason game, and we are still playing matchmaker with this offensive line, which doesn't have me super thrilled or excited, because you would think going into preseason week 3 that we would have the old line solidified and not still be moving guys around playing, who's going to play where.
Be something.
Yeah, it's I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, you got Tony Dahlman, Jackson, Wright, and then you have Trapillo, Newman, Kramer, Ryan Bates, old school Ryan Bates, Amagaji,
And
Bill
something.
Murray. Yeah. He's talking about Theo Benedette.
Benedict.
Benedette.
Yeah, Benedette.
Benedette.
I knew it. I said Benedette a few times, but
Benedette. Yeah. So we don't know. We don't know until we see somebody. We see us play against the first game. We'll see what the real Bears are going to be and what they're going to look like. Again, I just want a nice, exciting game. I don't want to see the Bears get lit up on defense by Patrick Mahomes in those first 2 series. You're going to play an elite quarterback. I know they're playing a vanilla offense. We're playing a vanilla defense, but I don't want them scoring 38 points on us in the first half. You know what I'm saying? I want
this is the problem, right? So part of the thing is, when we were in the draft, right, I kept yelling at my TV because Josh Simmons was still there at like pick 28, pick 30, all right. And Josh Simmons is a starting left tackle. And I was yelling at my screen, Poles, what are you doing? Pay attention, trade up, go get Josh Simmons. Who ends up with Josh Simmons? The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then the Bears make the move for
what's up, Crooked? Yeah, dude, you bear down. Definitely showed up at the end of the Bears segment. Thanks for chiming in.
Yes, Cam Sean, be something as in Benedette. You try remembering like 90 guys' names on a roster, all right?
Yeah.
Especially when the guy's not even supposed to be the starting left tackle, but he's getting reps with the ones.
Yeah, definitely. All right, before we finish the Bears segment, I wanted to post this to put that up there. We will be at Output Chicago. The address is right there. We'll be there for the first 4 games. The times are there. We'll post it on socials. Come on, go back on there. It's only 10 seconds. So we'll be live. We'll be doing pregame, halftime show, and a postgame show. So definitely join us. There'll be raffles. There'll be merch to buy. Cool merch that JC made. Definitely. JC made it.
Yeah, JC made, but what design? Oh my God! No credit. It can't get no respect around here.
I haven't seen the designs yet.
No respect around here. No respect.
No respect. I was gonna say I haven't received any designs from a guy.
I gotta go through the main boss over here.
Yeah,
I gotta go through the main boss.
But he hasn't sent me anything.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh my goodness.
And that's true. Chicago sports at its finest. But no, yeah. The second game, 11:30, huh? Ooh, that might. Well, we'll be taken care of. So I'll get myself a drink.
11:30 is when we start the show. We've got to be there at 10:30.
I know. 10:30. Oh man, that's early. Well, the way my lifestyle goes. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be there. Well, I'll be there. JC, his autograph is $5. Big Z's 10. I don't know why he jumped to 10. It's not any different than JC, but and Ivan just for free. He'll even give you his cell phone and call you at night.
Yeah, he'll send you some pics when he's lonely.
Well.
I thought he was going to call me drunk and talk about the Cubs because I've done that to him once. But it was early. It was like 10:30.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my goodness.
So. You thought it was early, you drunk fuck.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. On the flip side, we're gonna talk about our Chicago Cubs and our White Sox. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. 60 seconds.
Hey there, Chicago enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? The True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast has got you covered with some serious cool merch that screams Chicago pride. From cozy sweaters to trendy tank tops, we got it all. Show off your love for the city with our iconic red, white, and blue logo, or stand out with our exclusive collection for the love of sports. Whether you're lounging at home, breaking a sweat at the gym, or cheering on your team at a game, our gear is a must-have for all you diehard Chicago sports fans out there. Don't hesitate. Visit bonfire.com/store/606-media-store/, or simply just click the link in the description and snag your gear ASAP. Get ready to make some noise, show your pride, and embrace the Chicago spirit with True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast merch. Designed for you, the ultimate fan, for the love of sports. Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with Big Z. We got Stevie B from No Water on the Weekend. We got JC from JC Dynasty Fantasy Football, and Ivan from the Tape Never Lies Network. Just quick comments here. Cubs are on fire. They're a dumpster fire. And Crooked Commish, yeah, you can definitely give me your 555 number. Yes, definitely do that.
I think Israel misspelled in, but meant on.
Yeah,
so
I think so. Yeah,
are on fire,
no.
like as in like a dumpster fire, rather than.
They are so much a dumpster fire. Definitely, the Cubs took one on the chin, taking a loss at 7-0. 7-0. They had bases loaded a couple of times. I was listening on the radio and I have the updates on my phone because I support both teams. I'm not haters like Steven. 7-0 today. The Cubs took one. Lots of news. Looks like the guy who's supposed to get like how much million?
500 million.
Yeah.
600 million.
So, you know what? You can't even sign that dude for $6 right now. I'd rather have King Vaughn rather than King Tut right now. Andrew Vaughn is killing it. They're like 25-3 since the All-Star break. I think they're like 21-3 since he's been brought up. Andrew Vaughn's been killing it for the Brewers. I don't know what's going on with the Cubs, man. They barely beat the Pirates the day before. 3-1 the day before that. 3-2 loss to the Pirates, a game they should have won. What is going on with the Chicago Cubs that the bats are ice cold like a witch's tit in February? It is bad. The Cubs are bad right now.
I'll say this, and I'm going to say this, and I mean it. Do not boo Kyle Tucker. As a fan, I get it when someone stinks. But if you want to sign someone who could change the offense, he changed the beginning of the 3 months. And I know baseball players are superstitious about, because he changed his belt. He was wearing a red belt, and then he changed it back to a navy. So superstitious. But I'm going to say this. Don't boo him. I get your frustration. It's upsetting, but it's a team sport. It's a team sport. And also Ian Happ. Everyone's going to be Ian Happ haters, right? He came up clutch on Saturday. All right. So it's just like every player on this team has a job to do. Are they all going to attend and be there and try their best? Absolutely. But booing Kyle Tucker is like, come on, man. He's brought us so many wins in the beginning of the season, and now you're going to turn him because he's in a slump. Now, I know Craig Counsell said that he's not playing tonight. He's going to get some rest.
There is no game tonight.
I know there's no game, but before we even knew it was going to get rained out. Owen Casey got his first hit. proud of the kid, right? His family was there in Toronto, and then they were there today, right?
Yep.
Super proud of the kid. Super tall guy. Big, massive guy. Got some power on him. I'm happy about that. But Craig Counsell, I don't know if you brought him up because you want to get a spark out of the team or you want to rest some guys because Willie's not doing so well and being a rotation player and coming up to the plate and not doing so well. I think he's 0 for 3 today. Didn't get a hit. And I think
Willie
he's got
Castle's a bench guy. Willie Castle's not there.
I understand that, but it's still he's rotating in the outfield. I understand that. But my point being is like you're bringing this kid to play against Toronto, which is a powerhouse, and then now you're going to put him in a situation to play against the Brewers. Now you want to be in the show, you got to show off. I get that aspect of it, but ease the kid in. But whatever the case may be, Craig Counsell's lineup. You gotta have. I want Nico Horner to be leadoff. I don't want Matt Shaw to be leadoff. I don't need Ian Happ to be second. I don't get his lineup when we're going against pitchers or what he's trying to do with this lineup.
Well, that's all the analytics department that tells you how to set up a lineup. It's no longer on field. It's no longer if a guy is hot. It's all analytics versus a pitcher with certain pitches. If he's left-handed, if he's right-handed.
Okay, but analytics are going off of the second half still. And look, it's not working. It's not working. So if you are a manager and you have a gut instinct on what you want to do with your players and who to put in what situations, there you go. But okay, Moneyball. Everyone tried to do that with Moneyball. And look, it's a great example, but it doesn't always work.
No.
So you can't always follow analytics. I'm sorry, but this is crucial for the Cubs these next games. And I'm going to say it. If they don't pull out at least this tie or something, I think this season is going to be really hard. We end up probably with the last spot with the wild card if we keep losing like this, or maybe not even get the wild card.
We're not going to get the wild card. Not if they perform like that. Not if they perform the way they did game one. Not if they perform the way they did since the All-Star. It's just, you're not going to get the offense is nowhere. Like Steven, all you guys, how many games have we been in? It's been coming down to 1 or 2 runs, and these fuckers can't get anything over. It's beyond a slump. Like there's either something wrong physically or there's something up mentally broken in that clubhouse. But there's something booing Kyle Tucker. I think the Cubs fans are rightfully pissed because of the track record of Jed Hoyer, of this Cubs team post 19, right? Like I think they stopped trying after 19 because then everybody left. Everybody's gone. It all comes down to the bad decisions or the lack of decisions or the lack of balls that Jed Hoyer has. And to make some of these tough decisions. So, like, if Kyle Tucker gets booed, fine, boo him. But I don't think it's necessarily the fans are hating Kyle Tucker. I think it's the fans are frustrated with this fucking team and where it's going year after year post 16. It's not great. It's not great.
Is it time to pull up? I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead and finish it. Go ahead. I got it.
No, I'm just saying, like, I believe people are booing Kyle Tucker. I see it because when he comes up to plate and he gets off or a strikeout or a ground out, he's been grounding out more than he's been striking out. And I don't know if his swing approach is any different or what's going on, but I'm listening to 6 Innings Score and someone who's at the game on Sunday saying he's having a hard time stretching, getting loose. So something's got to be bothering him. If that's the case and he's not saying anything, that's hurting him and his stock. And that's it. And probably an ego thing if he wants to keep and try to prove that he's worth that kind of money. And I think he is, but you're not helping yourself if you're injured or hurt and you're just playing through an injury.
Injured and hurt are completely different things. If you're hurt, and you can play, that's fine. If you're injured, you're hurting the team now. If you're playing injured and your pride is not letting you take a seat, take a 10-day stint and let someone else come up for a little bit. And again, I know the coach said he's going to take some days off and it's going to be a mental reset, physical reset, all that whole thing. Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah.
And I know he did barrel the ball a couple times during the Pirates series, and just didn't produce as well. But he was barreling the ball. But you're trying to get paid like a superstar, and in our opinion, and this is just because we're a little older, where we've seen guys hit 300 for the season, that's a superstar.
Right.
Hitting 300 is a superstar. Hitting 40 home runs, 45 home runs, and then striking out 220, 250 times, to me, in my eyes, is not a superstar. You're a softball player, right? Kyle Schwarber is boomer bust, right? He's not going to hit 300. He's going to hit 222 and hit 45 bombs. Is it exciting? Yeah. But are those bombs going to be in crucial situations that you need him to hit a bomb? With the bases loaded today, nothing happened.
Now, I hear you. And I will say this. There's two things that go in my mind. They bring in Owen Casey to get him experience.
And
why?
they didn't play him.
They did play him
in Toronto.
They didn't play him in Toronto, but they played him today at home. So, but my thing is, what goes in my mind is the fact that they're trying to get him experience, because we're not going to sign Kyle Tucker because he plays outfield, and we're just grooming this kid to like watch what he does, and if he could learn and pick up some things from him. So I don't know what the big deal is, because he was not Owen Casey was not up for grab. Like, no one could touch him. He wasn't going to be traded anywhere, is what I heard.
Yeah, well, he wasn't. He was untouchable.
So right. So that's what I'm saying. Are they trying to get this kid getting on the right start, getting him in the game, and having him play a couple under his belt because they know something's wrong with Kyle Tucker, or maybe he's not even going to re-sign with us and he's going to go somewhere else for free agency. So I'm up in the air. Like, I don't know, but I will say this: after we'll find out what happens with the series. If it doesn't turn out the way we want it to, and we lose, I mean, I'm kind of going to lose hope a little bit. My flame is a little bit lower.
I want to ask this of you, because y'all three are Cub fans. It's August 18th. Are they doing this too late? Should they have done this at the end of July, early August? Put them on a 10-day. Hey, we need you to do a mental reset. If you're not injured, we need you to, in the batting cages, go through the video, do whatever you need to do. Nurse the whatever you got going on, and bring up Alcantara, who has been hitting pretty good.
Ivan, go ahead.
I agree. I think if there was an issue, you need to address it. But they're also, I could see them forcing the issue because of the pressure that the Cubs have. Fans are going to be fed up if they miss the playoffs this year. After giving up their fucking top prospect, after going ahead and doing that, and watching Kyle Tucker, who might not even fucking be here, slump his way throughout the rest of the season after being an all-star, there should be hell to pay. But guess what? There won't be, because you went ahead and put the cart before the fucking horse and signed Jed Hoyer when you shouldn't have, because he hasn't made a move worth a damn when it comes down to it.
But that's the Cubs way, Ivan. That's always the Cubs way. They always put the cart before the horse, and it's always like that. Again, we've said this on the show. The last 3 years, it's come down to the last week. Now, Milwaukee can't stay hot like this forever. I think that's a fact. They can't be this hot until when we get to the end of September.
But when are the Cubs going to get hot?
But exactly. That's
where's
what I'm
the
saying.
5, 7, 9? I'm not asking for a 10-game winning streak. That's very hard to do. But where's the 5-game winning streak? Where's the 7-game winning streak?
Well, we need to win series, and that's what matters. But we're not winning series. The last one we won was just against the Pirates.
Yeah, but
we lost against Toronto.
Yeah,
we lost against St. Louis. So I have an urgency. I think fans are, they're pissed off, but it's like fire sale at this point. That's what it feels like. It's Chernobyl. It's like, what's going to happen next? I don't know what the answer is, even if we get to the playoffs, because it might be one and done. We go to the playoffs and we don't have any bats. Like, we just go 0 runs and lose 3 games or 1 game or whatever the case may be. But I'm worried. I don't know what's going to get this spark of this team going. Starting pitching has been great. But if you have people on base and you're not bringing them in, that's put more pressure on the bullpen. Everyone makes mistakes, but you can't do that when you want to score runs. We had the bases loaded, 1 out, 2 outs. And I get it. Owen Casey's a rookie. It would have been great for him to hit that single right then and there, bring in some runs. That would have been awesome as a fan. He swung at something that was really far out. I get it. It's okay. It's welcome to the show, right? But it's a learning thing. I think in these crucial moments, I don't think we should bring him in. But, it is what it is.
I would be more pissed at Dansby Swanson, and I am more pissed at Dansby Swanson because multiple days, right? And Dansby's been hitting well. Like, you can look at the stats for a couple weeks. He's been hitting well. When the game's on the fucking line, you need him to fucking go ahead and get a hit and put runners over. Dansby doesn't do it.
Nope.
Dansby doesn't do it, and he still hits in the middle of the fucking lineup. Still.
I know. And that's what I was saying. Council has to adjust these lineup things. He cannot just go off of analytics if that's the case. It doesn't make sense half the time. And like I said, Nico Horner was doing well as leadoff. I don't know why you took him off. I know Ian Happ wasn't doing so well. He had his moments in the beginning of the season. Nico Horner's been great as leadoff, getting on base, but it's been no one else behind him who's been able to bring him in to get the runs going. And I don't see feeling. And PCA runs so fast, he gets off the bag.
Lit off the bag, yeah. That's
and that's a hard thing. I'm like, dude, you're fast, but hold on, like a tornado is about to take you. Hold on to that bag.
Oh, that's that oven mitt for you. That's that oven mitt. I'm telling you right now.
If that's, I don't know. I'm listening to you, but I don't think it is. I think he's so fast that he just blows past it.
Hey, we all grew up without the oven mitt in baseball. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've never overslid a base because I made sure that.
Well, you weren't that fast.
Oh, I was fast.
Yeah, when you were running away from something.
Well, if you grew up in my hood in that day, yeah, definitely you were running. But yeah, I really think they're so coddled of it doesn't. You're not feeling the bag,
and I don't feel Craig Counsell's worth $8 million right now a year.
That's definitely not worth it. Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off. Continue.
No. I was gonna say your starting pitcher, Kate Horn, had to leave after 2.2 innings.
Blister.
Yeah, with a blister on his finger. So that is not good. So he looks like he might be missing his next start.
Yeah. And then you're going to have a bullpen put in first, second inning, and then take them out. And it's not seeing those games when bullpen has to come in. That's not like a great sign. It's not fun. It's not.
It's a 5-game series. You cannot be blowing your bullpen, your wad in your first day in the first game of a doubleheader. And I know the second game didn't happen, but in the first game of the doubleheader, you're getting blown out 7-0.
And it was late in the game.
Yeah, you can't blow your bullpen because you've got 4 more games to go.
We're a full week of games, and then we go to Anaheim.
Yeah, and Anaheim's been playing well.
They have been playing well. So we could see this week be the worst week of Cub fans' lives if it continues like this. Honestly.
Yeah, again, 5 games against the Brewers. You got a doubleheader tomorrow, 1:20 and 7:05. And I don't know when they're gonna make up to this. Okay. So they got 1 here.
I don't know.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you've got a doubleheader tomorrow. Wednesday's just a night game. And then Thursday's the 1:20 game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. There's your 5 games.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen this week. I'm nervous. I'm upset.
It hasn't started out well. 7-0 ass whooping.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore with this team. I mean, I could keep going on and on and on, but it's not going to change anything unless
it's not
they get on a run. They get on a run, and I wish I could go in the locker room and give them a pep talk. You guys complete me, okay?
It was a rain delay today, so I mean, a rained out game. You got time to go talk to them. The Brewers are 79-45. That's just mind boggling.
I don't get it.
Yeah, they got the Phillies at 71-53. The Cubs are 70-54. The Dodgers are 71-53. They took back the West from the Padres this past week, and they stepped up. So you have The Padres at 69 wins. That's okay. So that's one team in the West. You
Yeah, the
guys-
Mets aren't going to do anything. They're in their own dumpster fire. But yeah, Kurgan Kamish, yeah, bats are cold at the wrong time. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mets have been terrible. They're 3-7 in the last 10 games. But that's the team that's gonna kick you out.
Absolutely. And if we
They're the
keep playing
closest-
yeah,
I mean, no one's and I was facetious last week talking about the Reds. Okay, I was very facetious about it, but the Reds also have
use that in a sentence. Facetious.
That's being sarcastic.
Okay, spell it.
I cannot spell it. Spelling champ. The Mets have 66 wins and the Reds have 65 wins.
Yeah,
One of those teams can kick you out. So you've got to play your type of ball, your brand of ball, to continue to put some pressure on the Brewers. Like you said,
Right.
they're not going to stay this out the rest of the season. All right. I'm going to pull up their what they have up next. They have the Giants at home, the Diamondbacks at home, and then the Blue Jays at home. I mean, I'm sorry, at the Blue Jays. So not to say that they have an easy schedule, but it is an easier schedule than playing who the Cubs are going to be playing. I think Anaheim's a tough team. They're young and gritty.
Full of White Sox players, by the way, which is they're succeeding really well.
They're all right. They're all right. You got the Giants. You got the Giants, and then you're at the Rockies, and that's that's a trap game.
If we lose to the Rockies one game,
please don't. You've got to beat the Rockies.
If we do not beat the Rockies and sweep them, you got to come find me. Come find me. I swear to God, come find me. I'm going to probably be with Ivan drinking our sorrows away at this point because I love this team. I'll dive into this team, but this team right now is not playing what they're capable of. And I don't know what is going on in that clubhouse.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see what happens this week with the Chicago Cubs. No one wants to see Wisconsin win at anything if you're from Chicago. So definitely pulling for the Chicago Cubs to right the ship. I don't know what they need to do, but it's got to happen this week. They need to get at least 3 games out of this series to save some face because you got to turn it around. It's time to do it because time is running out. The hourglass has got a little bit of sand at the top, and you've got to really make that playoff push now.
There's 30-something games left in the season, I believe. 30-something left. And if you can't make this push, you don't even go to the playoffs at this point. Don't. Just break my heart early instead of leading me on thinking that we have a chance. Oh, so you're saying we have a chance. 1 in a million.
What is it, 38 games left?
Yeah, 38 games. Yeah.
No, 37 after today. Okay. So switching over to the other team that plays in Chicago, the Chicago White Sox. They are currently beating the Atlanta Braves 10-5. They've put some runs on them.
Come on, Braves.
No, not at all. The Braves are just as bad. They got 56 wins.
Well, they beat the Mets, but yeah,
everybody's beat the Mets.
Yeah, I know.
UIC Flames could beat the Mets right now. How about that? Definitely the White Sox. They've been struggling as of lately. They've been playing. They've been 2-8 the last 10. I know Steve B is excited about that, but they definitely been in a lot of these games lately. We're missing pitching. We're definitely missing pitching, and our timely hitting is not there because we don't have anybody that's a big bopper. We have some pieces, but definitely nothing that's going to stand out. Right now, what I was looking at is the total wins is 44 for the White Sox. So I need 16 games, not counting today because I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch. So I need 16 out of the 38. 16 out of 38, Steven. I don't know what that percentage is, but I'm going to pull it up right now.
JC, calculate the numbers.
That is
hold on.
They need to play 400 baseball.
Oh, that's pretty high.
They got to win 4 out of every 10. So they need 4 out of 10.
I will say this. I passed by Rate Field on Saturday night. And let me tell you, no, I drove past it on my way working 12 hours in the blistering sun from Indiana. And I will say this. I opened my windows when I drove by. I heard cheers. I thought it was like a playoff game because there were so many people there Saturday night in a
11 to
packed
5.
house.
11-5.
A packed house.
Yeah.
And I've never seen that at Rate Field in so many years.
You've never been to Rate Field for a good game.
What was the giveaway?
There was Savannah Bananas that were there. So it's like the Harlem Globetrotter of baseball. And they would never do that at Wrigley because
you see, we talk Cubs and I didn't talk negative about them.
well, because you're better than me, and I'm not gonna go there.
Wow. Anyways, the White
Savannah
Sox
Bananas doing their little polka dance, and they brought in Paul Konerko and Burley, and Ozzie Guillen got in there.
and AJ Przinsky.
AJ, wow. Wow. That's all I got to say.
You're just mad they didn't go to Wrigley.
I wouldn't want them to. I hate the whole idea of that. Keep that with basketball because it's like, I don't like it. It's not baseball.
It's not baseball. They're baseball players. They were minor leaguers. They were college players.
I don't, not that I have anything against the players. I just don't like, it's like Harlem Globetrotters. You know who's going to win, not the other team.
No,
really.
they lose. They lose. They just didn't lose these two.
It's
games.
like, you know what it is? It's like WWE. It's scripted. And I think that's why I don't like it.
Probably. It probably is scripted.
I honestly, I think it is. Mm-hmm.
They've won as many games.
I don't think it's scripted. Like they have scripted stuff during the game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, at
I
this
think
point,
so. It's a show. It's a show like
in inning 3 at da. But
like
I mean,
Paul Konerko knew to hit that grounder.
No. It's like 50 something, man.
Everyone's expecting him to knock it out the park. That I would have been impressed. I would have been like, sign him. Sign him.
He didn't throw him a softball. He threw it. He threw was it 86, 87?
He should have thrown him a softball. If he threw him a softball, then I knew that was scripted.
Oh yeah, but
But anyway, continue. Go ahead, JC. I'm sorry.
Anyways, the White Sox. Man, anytime White Sox, you want to shit on me all the entire time. Jesus Christ.
No, that's JC.
Oh, you guys, misery loves company over there because your team is fucking spiraling all the way down out of the fucking playoffs.
Shut your mouth.
Oh yeah. Now you
don't
fucking
talk
like
to me
it,
like
right?
that.
Yeah, don't talk to me like that. Yeah,
I haven't said anything. All right,
I know.
don't deserve this shit.
Yeah, that's because you're buddy with him going to White Sox Park. Hey, you want to go to a baseball game and have some beers?
First of all, yeah. Because he watches baseball the whole league. That's why.
Okay, watch baseball. Watch another team on TV at a bar.
Thank you for telling me how to live.
Hey, man, this belt isn't just for holding my pants, buddy.
Is it choking yourself in the closet while you jerk off, or what is it?
Whoa, that's a left turn.
That's another thing I could do with this belt, but I'm talking about when I whoop you with it.
Wow, that is another thing. That was some Boardwalk Empire there. You know the
David Carradine stuff.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, White Sox up 11-5. No real moves on the White Sox.
Go White Sox.
No, I don't want to hear it.
White Sox.
Yeah, let's go White Sox at 60 wins, baby.
Hell no.
Oh, the bet.
The bet is still going on. The bet to 60. Yeah, hey, I got something to cheer for. Thank you, Steven, for giving me some motivation on this season.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well, you're going to have something to look forward to. You should have traded for Mike Tauchman. He went.
I would have taken that again.
Yeah,
he's a great player.
Instead of Willie, you should have got Tauchman.
I would have liked him over Willie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
My face is just getting redder right now.
Let's see. Baldwin hit a home run today. Kyle Teal hit a home run. Luis Robert hit a home run. Lalin Sosa, who's probably been our best player all season, hit a home run. He's like the human Swiss Army knife. He's playing first. He's playing second. He plays third. He plays outfield. I think I've even seen him pitch. But definitely, just looking at the White Sox, just really quick. Mike Tauchman, I don't know what they're going to do with him for the next couple of years. I think his contract might be up. That's somebody, I know he's a veteran and he's there to help the youngins play. You got Vargas coming out of his shell. Montgomery's definitely going to be a staple at short. Curtis Mead, someone we picked up, not a fan of. I don't know why. We have them. We have other kids that can, Tim Elko can play first. I don't know why they keep him down. Benintendi has been such a disappointment for $75 million, our biggest contract ever, which is disgusting. Robert should be traded, and then Kyle T has been a monster as a catcher. Chase Mydroff, another stud that should be here for a while. Brooks Baldwin has been a surprise. They have some players that are on the fringe that you don't know their names, but they've been playing very, very well for them. The pitching today was Yornedries, Gomez, and Mike Vassell so far. So our pitching staff are mostly all on 1 year, except for the kids that we're bringing up. And the future is going to be good for the pitching because the White Sox can develop pitching. So I'm looking forward to that. I know the White Sox are not going to win anything anytime soon. I'm thinking 2029, 2020, 2030, or where we're going to be competitive. And I think it'll happen more when the new owner is in place. So that is it for the White Sox report. The short and sweet one because there's not a lot of moves.
I know JC mentioned to go to the game tomorrow for the Cubs. I
have a job. I have a job to go to. So does Ivan. We have jobs.
If only there was a game at 7 p.m.
There is one tomorrow. They're giving away.
I'm bowling I'm bowling in the championship.
They're giving. Oh yeah, don't screw it up. They're.
Wow.
I almost had a 300 game last week, so I don't want to hear your shit.
I'm on a rampage right now. I'm red. I'm rampaging. I'm not having a great day with the Cubs.
Really a rampage. You're kind of just bumbling and fumbling into the wall is kind of what I see you doing.
Oh, am I? Is that what I'm doing, Ivan?
That's what I think.
Is that what you think?
That's what I think, Red Lobster.
It's rock lobster for you to say.
Where's
okay.
The biscuits?
Actually, Red Lobster is actually pretty good. You should go check it out. New CEO.
The biscuits are delicious.
The biscuits are delicious. There's no other reason.
Oh my god. JC has nothing to say, and I'm just getting tag team with these two guys here.
Whoa.
Well, because there's 2 games tomorrow, so they can make all the.
No, I'm saying I wanted to go tomorrow because they're giving away a jersey.
The
what game are they giving away the jersey?
I believe it's the night game. I'll double check. But no, I've gone to most Cubs games this whole year.
How many have you gone to?
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I have. I went to 2 last week, Monday and Wednesday.
How many have you gone to in total?
12, if I don't count Detroit.
Which is why we have 12 losses, but
shut up, JC. Oh my God.
What an alley-oop.
Woo! The mush.
Oh my.
Well, he's 11-1.
Oh no. See, if JC got to go to these games with me every single time, he wouldn't be saying that. But he's saying that because he didn't get to go. And I wouldn't even ask Ivan because Ivan's a band weather fan. He goes between 2 teams. He probably likes ketchup on his hot dog.
I'm a what weather fan? Did you just make up a name?
Fan.
You said a band weather.
Fair. No, I said band fair, whatever.
And how is that? How am I a fair weather fan if I'm still cheering for the Cubs?
You just don't go cross enemy lines. It's like I would never talk to one of your exes. Why? Because of bro code. And first of all, it's like when you
None of my exes would talk to you. So what are we talking about?
Oh my God. I swear to God, Ivan makes you want to smash my head against the wall so many times.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
Oh God.
I think he makes you want to punch your TV screen.
Yeah, right? You should punch your TV screen.
No, I'm not that angry.
Punch the monitor. Good.
No, that's all Big Z.
I just got a new monitor. I'm not breaking anything. Definitely not breaking anything.
Oh my God. Then this is true Chicago sports at its finest.
It's fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm not butthurt. I'm not going to go home.
At some point this week, I will be going to Smoothie King and getting the ketchup smoothie.
I knew you would.
You sent us.
Maybe I got to. I have to.
Okay, you need to record.
You got to film it from the parking lot to your so you get to the like halfway to mark because I want to see if you actually just throw that all up.
Yeah, and you got to film it. I want you to drink half of it.
I've heard like it tastes more like berries.
Yeah,
than like it does ketchup. Like obviously, you.
And we're gonna play it the first thing in the show.
Ketchup, yeah, it would just be horrible. But like they say, like it's a lot of like strawberry and whatever flavors as well. So it's not a pure ketchup smoothie, but
That's as fake as the
That's okay.
Savannah
You could
bananas.
add
It's
your
not
ketchup-
real.
Add your ketchup to it.
it doesn't matter. I will be going to get one off 2
All right.
Avenue at some point.
That's how we start the show next week. The first thing we do before we introduce, we're showing you drinking that smoothie.
Love it. Let's
I'm,
do it.
I'm going to do it. So it doesn't matter.
All
I'm
right.
going to film it. I'm going to go get one. Hopefully they're not that expensive, but
Oh my God! You know what?
Yeah.
Write it off to True Chicago Sports, and they'll pay
It's
for
$8
anything.
smoothie.
right.
It's an $8 smoothie.
Getting Big Z to open up that wallet. Woof.
When you
Man, that thing's tighter than fucking what is it? Alcatraz.
I know we're only getting like 300 views a
That was
week.
a fantastic joke.
There's got to be some money rolling in to buy a smoothie.
I will buy your damn smoothie. Just a quick notes. Definitely, I know we talked about it all over with Savannah Bananas. I thought it was a good presentation. I thought they did a great marketing. They're really good at marketing. They're really good at keeping the action going the entire time. Merch was everywhere. They were selling merch outside. They had like half a parking lot. They had.
Did you buy any?
Yeah, I do. I got a Savannah Banana shirt I'm gonna wear tomorrow to work.
Oh,
So,
nice. Okay, that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I got a shirt. I might get a hat later on. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if they changed the design or
I
whatever.
think they keep their prices reasonable, which is what helps.
Yeah.
And like
I think the shirt was $32, which is not bad.
That's reasonable.
That's a Cubs T-shirt.
Yeah, why would? And again, I'm not going to wear that.
No,
disrespect.
I'm just saying it's an MLB like price for a T-shirt.
Well, I think this
So
is
if
a
it was
minor league.
$25 or 20, I would have been like,
Yeah,
oh, that's reasonable.
Even how many concerts have we gone to and their shirts are 50 to 60?
Okay, they're bigger than Savannah Bananas. Okay, let's not
No.
sell the band short here.
No, we're not selling the band shirt, but it's a $50 shirt. Just like when you go to wrestling, I think they're like 45 now. Like I remember going when they used to be 20. So yeah, definitely, it's you know, he's not. He said he's making the owner saying that he's trying to make everything affordable. So lower bowl tickets were 60, upper bowl were 40. Tickets for hats were whatever they were.
Yeah, the tickets to the game, I understand that. Yeah, you want people to go.
People were paying $400 on the secondary market.
Is that what you paid?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got into the raffle.
Oh, and you won because of a raffle?
Well, I got in to be able to buy the tickets. I didn't win the tickets for.
Oh.
I actually paid for them. So
You know, you would know more if you actually showed up. So anyway,
Did you
moving on.
go? Did you go?
Anyway,
yeah, he was
on.
there. Yeah, he was
Moving
there.
on.
That's why they were calling you at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Duh.
Well, I didn't get an invite. Oh, that's why you texted me. What am I doing?
I didn't
you
get
did.
an
You
invite.
did. You did.
I
No, you
didn't
did.
get it.
No,
Did
no,
you
he
hear
did.
him?
I retracted. I retracted that.
I didn't get an invite.
Wow.
I retracted it because he asked me what
You
I
were
was
working,
doing. I remember he texted me, "What are you doing?" I remember that I retract. He did invite me. Now, JC, I think he didn't invite you because he knew you were working.
Yep.
What night was this?
Saturday night.
I was off Saturday night. I'm off every Saturday. You son of a...
You were working Saturday.
No, I was off Friday, Saturday this week. Because of the Bears practice. Everything I was off Friday.
Well, I thought you had to work because of the Bears practice. That's why you weren't here on Monday. So
No, I wasn't there on Monday, so I could have off Friday, Saturday.
Well, that's not a full 5-day week.
Poor communication at its finest.
Anywho, next time I'm just putting in a group chat and whoever fucking pays the most to go. All right, here we go. Anyways, just keeping it moving forward. Another note: I did watch AAA, their version of the WrestleMania. It was a fun show. They had like a battle royal kind of thing, and yeah, Dominic Mysterio in the main event in the Fatal 4-Way. WWE is putting up great product, great wrestling. Definitely a good time to watch. I know some people don't like every single one of the products, but again, if you're a wrestling fan, you'll find something that you'll like. Triple Mania, it was on YouTube. It was free. So definitely go ahead and go and watch that. A couple good matches on there. Lots of Lucha Libre guys from Mexico and all Puerto Rico and all over the world that were just spectacular athletes, just doing crazy aerials and crazy DDTs out of nowhere. It was really good. So I'm definitely going to watch Raw tonight right after this monsoon of a storm that's hitting us and enjoy that. So I think we're done for today. We're at our almost right on the dot, 1:30. So again, Friday, we'll talk about what we're gonna do for Friday, and I guess we'll be back next week and talk more Bears football against Kansas City, and we'll see if the Cubs finally pull up the nose of the airplane before it crashes. Because Steven better light a candle.
I don't pray, but I will pray right now and do it.
Is this how you pray?
I mean, when I go to the casino, I do.
Please let me hit.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Before we get just a quick thing. We are 1 month away from the Output golf outing.
Ooh,
I
yes.
will post that on the Instagram and on the Facebook and all my socials as well. We're 1 month away from that. We are the official roasters of the golf outing, so we'll be there. We'll be filming, roasting these golfers and treating their lives, and we're gonna have a good time. So if you are a golfer and want to sign up, get your foursome signed up, or even if you're a solo, they'll put you with some other individuals there. It is a great time. There's gonna be great food, great music. There's gonna be DJs, giveaways, raffles, us roasting. There's gonna be tons of adult beverages and lots more. So definitely hit me up. I'll put all the information out there. But if you need more information, let me know. Definitely, it's gonna be fun. 1 month away from that. And then we're also going to be the first 4 games will be at Output Chicago. Us will all be there having a good time. I don't know how many games Steve will be there, but we'll get Steve to go as well.
Yeah, if it's a night game, I'll be there. I'll be there.
And the other Steven. We're talking about the other Steven. I know you're going.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
It's all good.
Is he with a V or a PH?
I don't know. Ivan?
No.
You don't know either.
Wow.
It's all right. That was the emoji.
All right.
Yeah, all right. All right, y'all. That is it for today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our listeners for sticking with us and supporting us through 261 episodes. To our sponsor, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans. Thank you so much. Check us out on social media, TCSF Pod on Twitter, True Chicago Sports Fans on all other socials. Definitely, if you want to talk about a topic or food that you want us to try or something that's going on, or you just want to argue with us, truechicagosportsfans@gmail.com. All right, y'all. For Stevie B, JC, and Ivan, I am Big Z. We'll see you next time for episode 262. And until then, be good to each other for the love of sports.